Hey guys, I have a lot of people asking me how I make my Reels videos, you know, the ones that look like these, where it's got the webcam circle and then the gameplay overlay kind of right here in the background, and then some blurred out edges. Well, I'm going to show you guys how to do this. It's quite simple. And if you're wondering like, dude, I don't want to copy you, don't fucking worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
There's ways you can change this up to make it your own if you want to. I don't care if you use this exact same thing. It's fine by me. I copied this off someone else, Nick A30. He's got the circle. And I was like, damn, that's cool. I want to do that too. And I'm sure his graphic artist got it from someone else. And that's the internet. I would be totally happy if you use this. So what I'm going to use to edit this is Adobe Premiere. But this should also work in Final Cut Pro if you're on a Mac or even iMovie. So first things first, we have a new project. I'm just going to call it Sentinel. Hit OK. And I'm going to drag in the clip that I want to use. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to hit new item, black video. And this is going to set it up to where it's the dimensions of a phone. So that's going to be 1080 by 1920. And then I make my FPS a crispy 60. I'm going to drag that black video into my timeline. And this is going to set up my settings. You can go ahead and delete the black video because we're not actually going to use that. I'm going to drag the clip I'm going to use into my timeline. And I'm going to find the part that I actually want to use. This is like a 9-minute clip, and obviously I don't want all of it. So I think I want it to start as I'm jumping down these stairs right here.
Oh, here.
70 down there.
That one?
70 on this Revenant. He's cracked. And he's gone. And then I'm going to end it right there. So all I've done here is I've trimmed it. This is the part that I want to keep. I'm going to delete these other ones, and I'm just going to move this to the front of the timeline. So now we have the clip we want to use. So to do this, we need our video to be in 3 different layers. So you're just going to copy your video clip until you have 3 layers of the same gameplay over each other. So this bottom clip is going to be our blur background. So I have mine scaled to 178, which blows it up like this. And then we're going to go to our effects, and we're going to search for blur. I use this Gaussian blur here. We're going to drag it onto that one video clip. And I have mine set to about a sweet spot of 40. So that creates the blur background. Next is our middle clip. I'm going to go ahead and hide the top one, which is going to be our webcam, because right now it's blocking the view. So this is our actual gameplay clip that's here in the middle. And all I'm going to do to it is set the scale to 115. And you can leave this alone if you want to. The only reason I zoom it in is because you can see a bit of my webcam here, and I want that out of the way. So for your top layer, you're just going to click the position, and you're just going to drag it over. Now I need to make the scale a little bit bigger because I look really tiny. And for me, a good zoomed in spot is 167 on the scale. And then again, just drag it to where you want it to be, about right in the middle. Next, I need to create a mask so that all this extra gameplay crap is out of the way for my webcam. So while you're still on this top layer, go over here to opacity and hit create ellipse mask. So mine's going to be a circle. You can make yours whatever shape you want. You can do a square. If you want to make this thing into like a diamond shape, you know, have at it. So I just drag it down like this until I get it about where I want it. And that looks good. So the other thing I need to drag in is my black circle that I have. It's just a little PNG file. I'm going to drag this to the very top so that it's seen over everything else. I'm going to click that layer, and then I'm just going to position it over my webcam. This is another part where you can be creative. You know, you can make this like a branding spot of, you know, whatever your graphics that you have for your channel are. And that seems like a good spot. So let's see how that looks.
That one?
70 on this Revenant. Yeah, it looks good. Now, as far as effects go, I always like to start it with a cross zoom effect. And I'm going to have to drag this onto every single clip, otherwise it'll look weird. So now cross zoom is applied to all 4 of my video clips. I'll show you what effect I'm talking about. It's the one that pops in like this. Woo. Nice little action sequence. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay. And at the end I say, and it's gone. And he's gone. Which made me think of a South Park meme that I want to use. So if you have a YouTube clip that you want to use, you can just copy out the URL. You can just Google YouTube download tool. This one is one that I've been using. You just paste in your clip, convert, and I want to download this 1080p version and download. Once it's downloaded, drag your YouTube clip into your project. And now I'm going to right click it and hit new sequence from clip so that I'll bring it into its very own sequence. And now I'm going to find the exact part of this whole video that I want to use.
With compounding interest, and it's gone.
That's it. There's also a very quiet clip, so I hit G, which brings up the audio gain, and I'm going to give it like 10 extra gain.
Interest, and it's gone.
So all I've done here is I've cut it down to the exact part of the clip that I want to use. I'm going to drag it into my other sequence and put it at the end. So let's see what that looks like. And he's gone.
And it's gone.
Perfect. Last but not least, we need some music. If you don't know, within YouTube Studio, there's this audio library tab, and there's tons of copyright-free music that you can use for your videos. But if you're just posting to Instagram or TikTok, something where it doesn't matter and you're not going to get copyright strikes, then, feel free to use whatever music you want. So I'm just going to drag in the music that I want to use. I like this song. I'm going to drag this clip over it. I'll also make it a little bit bigger so that I can see the beats and I can time everything perfectly. Let's see how it sounds. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm going to clip it at the end so that I don't get that last beat. I don't want it to play over the South Park spot. And let's check that out. Only on this Revenant, he's cracked. And he's gone.
And it's gone.
Perfect. I'm also going to drag in my outro that I have. Now, this whole MP4 clip was created through a free website called Canva. I use canva.com for all my YouTube thumbnails and any sort of little outros and stuff that I've made. It's super, super intuitive and really useful. But the details on how I made this clip would be like a whole nother video. So I'm just going to throw that on the end. And I'm going to want some music to overlay for this. I think I'll use the same song. I'm going to create a new sequence from it so that I can get a different part of the song though. I think right after this drop would be a good spot. Yeah, somewhere right in there. Like right at the drop. I'm going to clip it, bring it back over. Yeah. I'm going to clip it at the end. I usually throw like an exponential fade effect over the end of it so that it fades out. And then usually at the end of my clips, I also put a dipped black effect so that it also just fades out. And here's what we've got. 70 down there.
That one.
70 on this Revenant, he's cracked. And he's gone.
And it's gone.
And that's it for this tutorial. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to let me know. If you want me to make more tutorials of how I do some other things, also feel free to let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.